Ci siamo?
Ay, 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 ay. Oh,
Ay,
yeah.
ay. I think it's coming through.
Ishkabibble. Tell
Yeah.
Charlie I said ishkabibble.
Oh, okay. I think we're streaming live on Facebook. Hello, hello.
Okay, let's
Are
be
we?
on our best behavior.
Keep it together. Like
I know.
It's corporate over here. Oh wait. Okay, I don't see.
You're so
I'm so corporate.
I'm can't even.
My operation is, no, okay. I don't see. Oh, there you are. Yay, we're here. Okay.
CEO is the divine.
So let me tag you on this, and that way, or can I share it to your page? That way all your fun people will come on.
Yeah, my profile. Yeah. Share it or tag
share
me.
Share to a page.
Profile.
And hello, everybody who's watching me live right now, watching us live right now. We were trying to go earlier and I had an echo. So we're going to share today the portrait that we did.
Yes.
Yay. I don't know how to do this right now. I'm trying to do the tagalicious.
It's incredibles.
Yeah, tell what happened. Like, how do you feel after seeing it and stuff? What's going on?
Oh my God. So like I knew like the buildup of coming to the moment when I would see my portrait, I knew that I was going to experience a moment where I would never be the same again. Mm-hmm. And that's really what happened. And it's so powerful and powerful. I mean, need I say more? Like, it's just powerful. And I was emotional, especially when I saw a couple of the elements in it. It really exemplifies my experience inside of your sacred container.
Ooh, I want to hear more about that. I love that.
Well, there's so much going on in the portrait, right? And so there was so much going on for me in this container in terms of like, it was just like activation after activation after activation after activation was happening for me. And it's because like you keep telling me I'm showing up for myself and I'm showing up to do the work, yes, even when it doesn't feel good. And like, that's the important work in order to get to this good stuff, the yummy stuff, right? Is we got to go through, we got to unlayer, peel away and work through what doesn't feel good. And that's where the magic, everything comes together and the connections are made and the ahas and the third eye opens and like crown and divine downloads and like realizations and ahas and like all of that. And then I crack open and then I'm like spiritually activated into my higher self and my gifts. And then I roll through that process again.
Yeah.
Open again. So it's just like this, like, it's just like these waves, right? It's
yes.
Like waves. And so when I look at this portrait, it's like, I feel what I've been going through, like the waves of it. And like when I was staring at her myself, but when I was staring at it, I said to you, like, I see movement. Like, I feel like all the elements that are infused in me are like moving while I'm staring into my eyes, like kind of trippy.
Yeah. I love it.
Like the energy of it. Like that's the life force energy of the portrait, right? Like I'm seeing and feeling the movement of everything in the portrait
of yourself. Yeah. It's you. Yeah. And I want to explain what we mean by you showing up, because it might be not totally clear how that works. Because we have a one-to-one where we can talk to each other on the phone, and it's a combination of like you being present for me when it comes through me. That's part of the reason why we've had such success. It's like, because it is divine timing, and sometimes it's so subtle. It always is so subtle how it begins, isn't it? I'll just be like, either I'll just do a little light language, or I'll say, you feel that? And then you'll go, yeah. And then, oh, and the next thing you know, we're like in a thing. I can see it coming, but it feels so subtle. And that's why every day you're present. And if I feel something come through, or you feel something come through, you don't go and chat with your husband or cry and eat a bag of ice cream. No, you come into the thing that you invested in and say, I'm feeling really uncomfortable and I don't, what's going on here? And some people that do that are scared at first. They're scared to ask what they want. They're scared that I might make fun of them, or I mean, I can't imagine, but or I might not, it might be angry. I've had people who are so locked in their kind of people pleasing that they think that I'm going to get angry or be irritated. Right. So you're way past that. You're boldly and fearlessly here for the thing. So I want you to talk about that energy so that others out there can recognize that's me. I work like that. This container's for me, or Jen's for me. Okay. So talk about that energy of being there for it, showing up for it.
So, the thing is so many of us, and myself included in the past me, older versions of me, would invest and then I'd kind of hide and run away and kind of half-ass show up. And, cause I'd get to a certain, I do some unlayering, but then I get to a point where it's ooh, right? Oh,
the electric fence. I call that the electric fence. It's we don't go past this point. Now I'm you do.
Yeah. And now I'm sitting on the electric fence, let's go, mama.
I am the electric fence. Don't fuck with me.
There's an image. Yeah. So, for me, I'm at a point in my life where I've been doing 26 years of personal development work, and it's time. There's something inside of me that's it's time. And so when I invested with you, I invested in myself, right? And when I invested in myself on this level, but here's the thing, I've invested in things that cost more money, and I did not show up the way that I'm showing up for this. Right. So, my message to anybody is the kind of the obvious one, you get out of it what you put into it. And if you want to have the full cosmic Valtopian experience, you've got to show up, not so much for Val, but for yourself.
Oh yeah.
You've got to show up for yourself, because once you show up for yourself fully, then Val can show up for you and her gifts fully for you and with you and guide you along, and help you navigate what is coming forward for you. And the first morning we actually did that was huge when you helped me. You navigated me moving energy through and out of my body, which I'd never really done that before. And I was holy crap, what is this epicness? You know what I mean? So, because I showed up that day, and you were able to show up, and I was able to have that cosmic experience, which then 2 days later I was F this, where do I sign? I'm investing because I need this, I need that. Whatever this is, I need it.
Yeah. Yeah. And what is that you got? What is that you felt what was so powerful that even though it's kind of weird and you didn't quite know what it was, you're I need that. What was that?
Yeah. And it was that first day, that was the day that I felt my third eye for the first time. Right. And she cracked open, and her powerful presence was weighted. I could feel her on my forehead, and I was oh my God. And the light language came through. That was huge activation for me. And so that showed me and I knew before that, I knew that I have spiritual gifts to come. I didn't know what they looked like. I didn't know what they were going to feel like, but I knew I was ready to level up. I was ready to evolve. I was ready to transcend. I'm ready to transcend. I have been transcending. I've been in this process of transcendence since October.
Yeah.
And when I started with my surrender and then your bundle, and then I moved in and, launched my business, my practice in the energy healing. And, so I've been transcending all along. And then, that's why you showed up when you did in my life.
You called it in, and I felt you calling me
absolutely.
in. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so it started with the bundle, last, I think October. And then I don't know, there's just something in me just knew. I was this is where through your container, I am going to experience my next level transcendence.
Yeah.
And it's not even breakthrough. It's not an awakening. I've had so many spiritual awakenings. They're beautiful. I love them. Like, so grateful for all of them. But to experience like spiritual activation on the level that I experience with you and your clients experience with you, there's nothing like it. And I knew, I was like, whatever that is, like, I'm pointing, like, whatever that is over there, I want me some of that.
Sovereignty and self-reliance and trust.
Right.
Magic,
Right.
isn't it? And knowing,
Absolutely.
it's just, and they always say it's inside of you, but how do I get in there? How do I access it? How do I move it around day to day? And that's what you've been doing. So
see, like for me, Val, like I've known for a long decades, like we've been talking about this, like powerful creator. That's my jam, my thing. Like we all have a powerful creator inside of us, and we can recreate ourselves out of any situation or circumstance or a faulty belief. Right. And so I've been in the mindset work for years, and I'm like, but I'm looping around in the fucking mindset work. I'm looping around and I'm working it. And the mindset work was work.
Yeah.
Because
I would
never arrive. Right. Yeah. I would never arrive where like I could relax into this new level of beingness in my mindset, because it wasn't, those energetic cords weren't cut. I wasn't transcended in the way that I am now, where like, I am my beingness. Like there's no mindset work for me to do. Like I'm done with the mindset work. Honestly, like there's no more mindset work for me to do.
Wow.
Overall, I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be moments where I gotta, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, I'm talking on a beingness level where like, it's not a mindset game anymore. Yeah. I was in that game for freaking years. And it was exhausting.
Yeah.
It was exhausting.
Yeah.
And so in your container, it's like the transcendence that happens when I become totally like integrated and with my divine higher self, and we become like, I had that moment like in that meditation I talked about where myself and my inner child and my higher self came together, and my solar plexus was like, are you kidding me right now? Like, this is what I've wanted all along. This is what I've needed all along, because this is who I am all along. I'm all of these things wrapped up into one powerful creator.
Yes.
And I'm here to channel that power to heal other people.
Yes. And that's what I want to talk about, is that now that you're doing the Biotopia Biz Expansion, you got to extend into that experience that we happen to have because we're doing the healing together, where you experience the energy moving through your body, and then you realize, oh my gosh, I can do that. And that changes the third eye. And wow, I didn't know I had that much facility with my own ability.
Yes.
And so then you were like, okay, I'm booking in. And so then, then we've been like, we had some more back and forth those first couple of days. And then we, this is the ramp up to the glow up. So it's only a few days of intensity. And then there's a lot of like, you're in my container and we're doing the portrait and the frequencies are running, and it's allowing you to vibe up every day, kind of like we do with the Healy, you know, and then you have those intense one-to-one moments where you do get to have those breakthroughs. And so from that, what you've experienced yesterday is a revisit to your vision and an understanding and deeper connection to the work that you want to do in the world. And things are just kind of coming in, and you're knowing. So that, you know, we often talk about the ease. Why is it so easy? And why is it so easy?
Why is it so easy, Val? Why?
Right? We talk about the ease and the grace, and it's like, okay, it's not easy and grace when you're climbing up the hill and getting your slide ready, and you're digging the slide and you're laying it down. But once you're sliding down the slide, it's like, whee, you know, and never down. Then you got to adjust your slide and everything. But once you built that experience of your energy and your momentum, that becomes the experience that you get to have. So tell me, I'm sitting here telling you what you're, that's what my clients generally have. I trust,
Tell me my experience, Val.
No. So that's the Biotopia Biz Expansion, and that's what you've been doing. There's a beautiful sun ray coming through you.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel it on my back.
I love it. I love it. And so that was the thing that I wanted to say about that, is that, you know, you trusting that you're trusting your instincts because you had this new facility with your ability, And no matter what it costs, you were like, I'm in, that's what I want to do. This is, and you were making the money now too, because of the expansion anyway. So you're like, it's like, oh my God,
I almost made it all back.
Right. And then in that, here's what I want to get to. In doing that, not only did you feel better, you're making some more money, but what's the result of that? You're making more money is you are connecting at the deeply profound level with women who have been like an 80-year-old something person who's been suffering for years. People have been suffering for years. You are liberating others because you are liberating yourself. And in honoring your desire and need to invest in this ability for yourself, you facilitated the expansion and activation of those who were just waiting for you to answer their call. That's what I want you to see is like when you're answering your desire, it's actually someone else going, hey, I need some of what you got. Get it together. And you're like, I want to be this. It's because somebody else is going, be this.
Right.
It's a co-creation,
because you already
right?
are, right?
Yeah, you already are it.
You just have to tap into it, and tapping into it requires unlayering and getting to the truth of the matter.
Yeah.
You know, and deprogramming and getting rid of all the conditioning that has been put on us.
Right. And would you say that the combination of that just inherent, I don't get past that level because I'm a delicate flower kind of vibe, right? Like I'm not that you're like, but we have that feeling like it's not even conscious, like, whoop, we just don't go past that point. And you were in that loop for years, right? Where you're like paying money and actually trying to choose to go beyond the loop. But your perception of how you expand beyond it was not allowing you to even do that. And that's what I think most people, a lot of people are finding, like, how do we break through people's understanding that you're doing the work, but you're not doing it. You're not letting yourself go past a certain point about it.
Right. And, you know, especially for me, the past, 3 to 4 years, I was investing in the wrong things. I was investing in strategies and I was investing in, what wasn't meant for me. And so I would invest and I'd show up, but then I'd be like, I wasn't fully embodying it and I wasn't showing up fully for myself. Because it wasn't right for me. It wasn't what my soul wanted me to call in. Like it wasn't what was calling me. I was just trying to force something that was not me or who I am.
Right. Like it probably was somebody that had success or something. And you thought, oh, they're successful. Like your logic brain's like, that's a good investment.
Yeah. Right. I wanted to build a business online. And so I got all wrapped up in like the digital marketing world. I'm not a digital marketer. That's not me. It's not who I am.
Yeah, no.
Are we froze? Oh, you're there. Yeah. So, so learning all the strategies and the tech skills and like all the stuff and then, learning how, I remember like, I don't need to go into that, but just being taught to show up and follow steps to do a go live. And I tried it their way and I was like, oh my God, it was like a failure because I'm like, that's not me. Like, no, like I need to know my journey in this lifetime is about showing up for me, showing up as me, speaking my truth, sharing my message, and then activating other people to do the same. The ones who are called in to and are meant to work with me and experience their sacred rebirth, because that's what I do for my clients is they go through and experience a sacred rebirth because I go in with them and the divine channels through me and we cut those damn cords to the old programming and the old conditioning. And that's what I'm here to do is to blow the top on, blow the whistle. I'm a whistleblower on conditioning when it comes to trauma. Especially for women and children. So, the lie is over and the truth teller is here because I was born a truth teller and I'm just getting started.
Yay. I love it. Well, let's show your portrait. Let's see if I'm missing any comments here. I didn't even look. Hi, everybody. Welcome. So I'm going to show the portrait now. Oh, you have a beautiful sun behind you.
It's amazing. It's so powerful.
Okay, here we go.
I didn't know that my powerful creator looked like this. Oh, I'm going to have to post her on
I'll post it.
My profile.
I know. I guess it'd be better to.
Yeah.
just post it, but look at all that stuff
There's
going
a lot
on
going on,
there.
you
Oh
guys. You
my
can't really see all the
God. Yeah, I
detail, but
see. Yeah. So we'll
I mean,
post
there's,
it. And the
yeah.
portrait is just a part of the experience. It's one of my modalities. Did you feel me whenever I might have been working with it when I was on it?
I think there was a couple times. Yeah, because usually I can feel, because there's like this excitement energy that kind of swirling around in my chest. So I'm like, I think Val might be connected to me. That's usually what I feel when you're connected to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You guys are like, are you
that's
working
all
on
good.
me? I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe.
Well, like my throat hurt. What was it, last night or whenever? And I was like, were you working on me? Cause like my throat was hurting. You're like, no. And I was like, oh, it must've been somebody that was on the call with me then. I must've been like feeling their throat chakra.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
it's amazing because sometimes the frequencies are running, and I don't actually know, but then it's perfect what happens or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
um,
Yeah. I mean, I just knew, and it's exactly what I knew it would be, was that I would see it. I would look into my eyes and I would see the power in the portrait, and I'd see the spiritual activation in the portrait. I would feel it, and I would never be the same.
yeah.
Sorry,
Yep.
spider crawling on my chest.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
And you're not the same. Yay. Um, and
I'm
from
not.
this, like now we get to see. Oops. What was that?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, it was like stuttering. And now you have that portrait to look at and remind you and reactivate you daily. And then, we still have a couple more days of activation, and
Yeah.
quite a few more days to celebrate
Yes.
together. Probably another drop, at least one coming through, at least one. My kids are going away, so I'll probably be more creative
Yeah.
in some uninterrupted time, perhaps. And
Yeah.
So I love sharing your wins. If you all are really looking to cut cords and heal your trauma of the past with a really deep and sacred witness and focus and presence, and
Safe.
it
safe.
happens.
Totally
Yeah.
safe.
Then you want to connect with Jen, and she's being guided to work with children, and it's so incredible because they might not have a voice, or they might not be able to express themselves, but they're in physical pain, and releasing emotions and cutting these cords does change your physical aspect. And so this is the work that Jen's doing right now. I'm sure as we expand together, your containers are going to get more and more electric, as have mine. Yeah. My containers we still have maybe 1 or 2 spots for 1-to-1 at the moment. And then I would love to go into wait list. So I have different things at different ranges. So if you guys are interested in, or if you're called to rise the fuck up and step up into this container and have an awakening every day over a period of time, and increase your, not only make your money back, but I know by the time you're done, you're going to at least 3 times, if not more, your investment.
Absolutely.
But mostly lean deeper into your purpose and your passion, and just feel so aligned and higher elevation in your vibration and everything. It's just beautiful. Yeah. So we're watching you light up before our eyes.
It's like coming home.
Yeah.
I love
that.
Yeah. It's really, I'm feeling emotional. It's like coming home. Like I'm finally coming home to myself. Like I knocked on the door and I let myself in.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You know what I mean? Like that's really what this work feels like, to transcend on this level.
I'm done. Take me home. No. I've done my business. Now? I am complete.
Do I complete you? Oh, we had a Jerry Maguire moment. Love you.
Oh, why is it so?
But that's really what it feels like. It's like, because this is what I wanted all along. I've always said I'm a powerful creator, but I wasn't embodied. Like I wasn't embodied. Like it was something separate inside of me. And now there's no separateness inside of me. Everything is embodied.
That's beautiful.
Because I'm all one. It's all one in here.
Yeah. Yes. Right? You have access to everything. That's
right.
So powerful. Y'all get your ass over, get your things cleared with Jen. Get your ass in my container and get yourself all whole and launch your modality. Your people are waiting for you, right?
I know. I mean, I remember you telling me, your job is to like activate one person at a time. So then each of us can go out and activate multiples, and it ripples from there. And I was thinking like, me activate? Like, well, I don't know, you know, and then I turn around after being activated. And next thing I know, I'm like listening to one of my clients and I'm like, holy crap, like I freaking activated her. Like
It's
she's been
instant, isn't it?
activated.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, oh my God. Yeah.
You've embodied the process in your own universal life force, and now you're awakening that into your
other
clients.
People.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, a lot of times the older model would have us, you know, oh, if you want to make impact, you're going to need millions of dollars and you have to have all this publicity and reach all these people. And perhaps that was the only way
marketing.
we could see it back then. That was the way it was or whatever. But the truth is that's a surface level connection that very much opened the doors for us now as we are deeper in this process doing it. But really what the impact of you activating yourself and having that level of connection to yourself and your purpose and your energy and your vitality and everything is what activates you and others. And so then you're actually, now when you're reaching one person, that one person is through the ripple wave truly impacting thousands, not at some surface level where you bought a PDF and now you're like, I'm gonna change my mind. No, this is a real deal.
Right. Yeah. And like, I am not a surface level person. I'm just not. And sometimes I may be too deep for people, but that's okay. They're not my people. Like I'm a very deep, I don't do surface. Like don't get me wrong. I love to have fun and laugh. Like laughter is one of my gifts and I'm here to make people laugh while I'm here. But like, I'm not a surface person. I'm not going to sit around and talk about the weather or what we ate last Sunday. Like, you know,
only if necessary for 2 seconds. And then we
well,
get
that's
right
true. I
into
mean,
it.
I do like to talk about food because I am a foodie, but
yeah, well, this energy that we're coming into more and more as we roll through the cosmos and pick up frequencies, and our vibration is rising with these frequencies that we're literally flying through. We can't, you know, we have to really align to what's inside of us. Like if there's parts of us that are either in allegiance to something else or in discordance, like we will either be brought together or, you know, it's just the way it is.
Right. Yeah. And pain, that's where the resistance, that's where the pain is. It's in the resistance.
It is.
So you got to let go. You got to trust, and you've just got to make space to allow what's meant to come forward. And even if it's painful, because there's magic on the other side of the pain. There always is. Take it from me. I've been doing this a long time and I had to roll with a lot of freaking pain in my life, but like most of us, but the magic is always waiting on the other side.
Yeah. And like, even though we have gone really deep and it is painful, it doesn't last very long, does it?
No.
That's why you're able to move through that electric fence, because you get up to it and then you're with me and you're like, I'm going in there. And then it's like, oh, it's not as bad as
and I've done enough work to recognize when I'm in that, like, even just the other day when I was crying and I had that breakthrough around, you know, my first business and all that stuff, and, you know, the allegiance to that. And, you know, not when you asked me, well, is that yours or is that your contract? Is that, you know what I mean? I was like, no, that wasn't mine. That was put on me, you know, like, so.
Yeah, we get to find out who we are. And in doing so, we get to feel the power of our own creation. Right. Powerful creators.
It's like shuffling your deck of cards and then getting rid of the ones that aren't yours.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Yes.
So,
and that helps the other people. They need their stuff back and you get your energy back.
It's not mine, never was. You need to take this back. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, I love this transmission, and I'll share the portrait. And we are also, you know, we are Team Healy. So if anybody wants to know about this too, we have so much fun stuff on our stream. And if you would like to join the Valtopia Biz Expansion, I am still offering it at this incredible rate of $1,500 for the month. And it's 5 days of Voxer, the portrait, and the frequencies and the just being held together in that space, and the drops and the content, and it's just like a whole support system of rising up into the expansion you're asking for. So you're ready to do it, you're ready to show up, and it's like boom. It's not as fast as the glow up. This is the ramp up to the glow up. The glow up is a 3-week like daily boom, boom, boom,
Right.
you know, where you really see what your
pounded.
pattern and you really begin to work with your manifestation muscle, like your on-demand muscle
Yeah.
of creation. And it's like
Nice.
yeah, there's a lot of different ways. And then I have slower ones too. So that's the fun when you get beyond like, after you've broken through and you find your integration, although I can't say that I was fully integrated when I was going through some of the offerings that I've done, but in a sense, my gift is that the stuff comes through anyway, no matter how funky I am as a human being, and we're all the same. And so coming through that, now getting to the place where the art, the bongos, the toning, the whatever, it's like you're a DJ and you're just spinning these experiences based on the readiness and surrender you have to listen to yourself and others that are coming through you. It's a beautiful experience to be this free and also to be able to create abundance and live our life and help others.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Well, thank you, Jen. I celebrate you and all your beautiful clients.
Thank you.
They get to work with you, and I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.
I love you too, sweetie. Thank you.
Okay. Own your frequency. You're the miracle. Bye, guys.
That's right, baby.